Hey everyone, and welcome back to Good Game Republic. You're watching our weekly esports news segment where we cover the latest updates from the global esports scene. PGL Cluj-Napoca 2025. Playoffs are set. The Romanian tournament is heating up, and we've already seen plenty of surprises. A quick reminder, PGL Cluj-Napoca follows a Swiss stage format where teams need 3 wins to advance, while losses push them further down the standings to battle other struggling squads. Now, as we move into the playoffs, one of the biggest shocks has been SAW's qualification, despite 2 of their players, Roman and SHR, already preparing to leave the roster.
SAW with a dead roster, FlyQuest, Complexity, and 3D Max. And in the final event, as SHR holds this SAW jersey, they are going to go to playoffs.
Meanwhile, Astralis, who have been carried by Device for years, have somehow managed to reach the playoffs despite a major slump and Cadian's disastrous performances.
JDC's fate for this final round, it's not feeling good for Big Clan. A 2-0 Astralis in their campaign for playoffs completed. PGL Cluj-Napoca 2025 will feature the Danes, and we'll see how much deeper of a run they can make.
The full list of playoff teams includes FaZe Clan, Mouse, Pan Gaming, the Mongols, Falcons, Eternal Fire, SAW, Astralis. The playoffs kick off on the 21st, and we'll be covering all the action. But for now, let's dive into the other big esports news of the week. Unlock insane CS2 skins instantly on Skin Club. Battle other players live, snag free cases daily, and chase premium skins worth hundreds of dollars. Ready for your dream inventory? Grab your exclusive 7% bonus now and join thousands of winners. Click below. Dota 2, patch 7.38. Wandering Waters brings a game-changing update. Valve has just released the highly anticipated Dota 2, patch 7.38, titled Wandering Waters, bringing a tidal wave of changes that promise to reshape the battlefield and invigorate gameplay. Map overhaul, Rivers and Roshan. The map now features extended river paths flowing north and south, providing heroes with a speed boost when moving with the current toward their safe lanes. Roshan's lairs have been relocated to these new waterways, with the mighty beast switching between pits based on the time of day, adding a strategic layer to his encounters. Neutral creeps and Madstone currency. Introducing amphibious neutral creeps that evolve throughout the match, players can now collect a new resource called Madstone by defeating these creatures. Madstones are essential for crafting customizable neutral items, allowing for tailored strategies and dynamic gameplay. Shrines and Tormentor adjustments. Wisdom runes have been replaced by Shrines of the Wisdom, which activate only when no enemies are nearby, offering shared experience boosts. Similarly, Lotus pools now require players to stand within them to collect lotuses, adding a territorial aspect to resource gathering. The Tormentor has been reworked to appear in a single location, opposite Roshan, and now provides health regeneration upon defeat, encouraging teams to contest this objective. Hero and item rebalances. Patch 7.38 also brings a plethora of hero adjustments and item reworks, aiming to balance the meta and introduce fresh dynamics to the game. Players are encouraged to delve into the full patch notes to explore all the nuanced changes. Dive into the Wandering Waters update and experience the transformed world of Dota 2. IEM Melbourne 2025. Top teams to clash in Australian Showdown. ESL has officially announced the 16-team lineup for IEM Melbourne 2025, scheduled for April 21st to 27th. The tournament will feature a double elimination group stage format, advancing 6 teams to the playoffs at the iconic Rod Laver Arena, in front of the passionate Australian crowd. 10 teams receive direct invites based on Valve's global ranking system, while the remaining 6 spots will be determined through 3 regional qualifiers: Americas, Asia, and Europe. Counter-Strike fans can look forward to watching 4 of the world's highest-ranked teams in action: Team Spirit, Team Vitality, NAVI, and Eternal Fire. FaZe Clan, who already tasted victory on Australian soil after lifting the IEM Sydney Trophy in 2023, will be looking to repeat their success. Notably absent will be G2 eSports, Furia, and Astralis, who declined their invitations. The remaining top-ranked squads will battle for a share of the impressive $1 million prize pool. With this stacked lineup, the Melbourne event promises to deliver high-octane Counter-Strike action. Which team do you think has the best chance of claiming victory in Australia? Blast Austin Major, Quals to run online across all regions. Blast has officially announced that the major regional qualifiers, MRQ, for the upcoming Austin Major will be conducted entirely online across Europe, Asia, and the Americas. Scheduled for April 14th to 17th, the qualifiers will feature 16 teams in Europe and the Americas, with 12 teams competing in Asia. To address potential ping issues in the online format, the Americas and Asia qualifiers will be divided into sub-regions. As previously announced last month, 16 teams have already secured direct invitations to either Stage 2 or Stage 3 of the Major, based on their regional standing and ranking in Valve's regional standards system. The remaining 16 major spots will be filled through the MRQ process, with 6 slots each allocated to the Americas and European qualifiers, while the Asian qualifiers will determine the final 4 participants. According to Valve's rulebook, within Asia's 3 sub-regions, the sub-region containing the highest-ranked team invited to the qualifier, Asia's number 2 team, as the number 1 team advances directly to Stage 3, will receive 2 Stage 1 spots. The qualification schedule has the Americas and Asian qualifiers running April 15th to 17th, while the European qualifiers will take place April 14th to 17th. NAVI Junior secures spot at PGL Wallachia Season 4. NAVI Junior, the academy roster of the Ukrainian organization, has successfully qualified for PGL Wallachia Season 4 through the European closed qualifiers. The tournament is scheduled to take place in Bucharest from April 19th to 27th. On their qualification journey, NAVI Junior defeated 1 win, 1 move, and 9 pandas, with their only loss ironically coming against NAVI's main roster. In a surprising turn of events, the junior squad met NAVI's main team again in the finals, where they pulled off an impressive upset, winning 3-2 and claiming their spot at the Bucharest event. NAVI Junior will be joined by representatives from other regions, including Talon from South Asia, Nigma Galaxy from Western Europe, Team Timebound from China, and Looking for Org from Peru, representing Latin America. This achievement marks a significant milestone for NAVI Junior, demonstrating the strength of the organization's talent development pipeline. Their victory over the main roster in the qualifier finals raises interesting questions about the evolving competitive landscape in Counter-Strike. Party astronauts disband amid internal conflict. Ukrainian player stays neutral. Long-standing North American Squad Party Astronauts has officially disbanded following escalating tensions between team members. The team, a regular fixture in the NA Tier 2 scene and ESL Challenger NA tournaments, fell apart due to interpersonal conflicts that reached a breaking point. The drama centers around accusations from Walco and coach Axid, who blamed former Complexity player Fang for selfish behavior. Meanwhile, team captain Ben, 1337, defended the Canadian player, instead pointing fingers at Walco and Axid as the primary instigators of the team's dissolution. Ukrainian player Bogdan Aguazard Savala has remained neutral throughout the dispute, offering no public comment on the situation. Before joining Party Astronauts, Aguazard competed with Lag Gaming, where he was a regular participant in the North American ESEA League. This development marks another chapter in the often turbulent NA CS2 scene, where team stability has been an ongoing challenge. Party Astronauts had been one of the more consistent organizations in the region's Tier 2 landscape, making their disbandment particularly significant. DreamLeague Season 25 kicks off with 16 teams, battling for $1 million prize pool. The highly anticipated DreamLeague Season 25 has finally begun, running from February 16th to March 2nd in an online format. The tournament features 16 teams, with 4 receiving direct invitations based on their EPT rankings, while the remainder qualified through regional closed qualifiers. Among the interesting newcomers to watch is Chimera eSports, who despite being relatively fresh to the Tier 1 Dota 2 scene, have already made their mark with impressive performances. Defending champions Team Falcons, who defeated BetBoom Team in the previous season's final, are currently struggling to find their form in Group A, where they sit in the middle of the standings. All 16 participating teams are competing for a substantial $1 million prize pool, plus additional bonuses including ESL points that could prove crucial for future tournament qualifications. The tournament's online format continues to provide high-level Dota 2 action while accommodating teams from various regions. With the group stage underway, fans are already witnessing some unexpected results and impressive strategies. SAW makes roster changes, removes Roman and SHR from CS2 squad. Portuguese organization SAW, which recently made significant waves in the Tier 1 CS2 scene, has announced major roster changes with the departure of both Roman and SHR. SHR, who joined the team from GTZ in late 2024, failed to make the expected impact during his short tenure with the squad. In contrast, Roman has been a cornerstone of SAW since the organization's inception, representing them consistently over the past 5 years. The team has not yet revealed who will replace these 2 players. SAW will continue to compete at PGL Cluj-Napoca with their current lineup, but fans fans should expect to see new faces when the next season of ESL Pro League commences. This shakeup comes at a critical time for SAW, who made history as the first, and so far only, Portuguese representatives to compete at the Tier 1 level and participate in a major tournament when they qualified for the Copenhagen Major in 2024. Their breakthrough onto the international stage brought unprecedented attention to the Portuguese CS2 scene. Uruguayan organization 9Z signs first ever non-Spanish speaking European player. The Uruguay-Argentina-based Team 9Z has signed Romanian player Adam S. Marian. He replaces Uruguayan player DGT, who has been moved to inactive status. Adam S., originally from Romania but raised in Spain, has competed for top teams in both countries, Nexus and Movistar Riders, later KOI. He even qualified for the PGL CS2 Major in Copenhagen with KOI and reached the quarterfinals of ESL Pro League Season 18. During that ESL Pro League run, Adam S. played alongside Oper Antonio Martinez S.A. Martinez, defeating 9Z in the second round of the playoffs on their way to the quarterfinals. Now, they reunite, this time wearing the purple jersey of 9Z. PGL reveals details for Cluj-Napoca 2026 and 2027 events. PGL has announced further details regarding its upcoming tournament schedule. CS will return to Cluj-Napoca in 2026, with 2 additional Tier 1 events set for February and March 2027. PGL Cluj-Napoca 2026 will take place from February 9th to 23rd at Beat Arena, featuring 16 teams invited through the Valve ranking system. Teams will compete for a $1,250,000 prize pool. The announcement also included an update to PGL's rulebook, stating, "A team will be denied an invitation if it has previously accepted an invite but failed to participate in a prior PGL event for which it was eligible. The new rule is likely intended to penalize teams for last-minute withdrawals." Recently, Furia pulled out of PGL Cluj-Napoca 2025 just over a week before the event, leading to their replacement by Imperial Valkyries. NAVI signs chess roster. Ukrainian organization NAVI has entered the chess scene, signing a roster featuring Noterbek Abdusatorov, Wesley So, and Ukrainian Oleksandr Bortnik. The players will compete in online chess tournaments on chess.com. Oleksandr Bortnik is a well-known name in the chess world, having won multiple European youth chess championships across different age categories, as well as prestigious international tournaments such as Batumi Open, Icaros Open, and more. This signing follows Team Liquid's unexpected move to acquire legendary Norwegian Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen, sparking a wave of roster signings across other esports organizations. That wraps up this week's biggest news. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Drop a comment below, and we'll be happy to read it. Stay tuned for more global esports updates with Good Game Republic. See you next time.